Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Lawrence.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The Jaguars at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Shifts by him at the 25, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on third. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go on fourth down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on first and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 31 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He targets Ingram for another grab. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach and said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another tote for Etienne. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leap the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there. Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Byington, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Full run show Fatukasi. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. He's going to go up top again.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Tucker's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 35 on second down, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
ETN is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jags have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Runs over it, connecting with Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jackson. This is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. He'll find Bateman once more. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's Lawrence, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor
as the Ravens have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star.